ask you what I was asking him. It seemed like that Portland home game last year in August, whenever Clint scored, those 2 goals came at a pretty pivotal time for you guys whenever you're still kind of finding your footing. What significance do you think that game had, and what happened afterwards?
Well, I know it's rivalry week, and I'd love to say that was the pivotal game, but that stretch of 4, we drew LA, then it was Orlando, Portland, and Salt Lake. I mean, that was the start of a good stretch for us. So were the players up? Was Dempsey, because I think he scored a lot of goals against Portland, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he likes playing against them, right? So is that part of the rivalry week? Does Clint get up for that derby game? Sure. I hope so.
Yeah.
And, it was one of those games, one of those critical games where we did kind of, start the trajectory to win some games.
For sure. It seems like those games happen a lot. I mean, it's a rivalry that has a lot of significance. It seems like they always tend to come along at a pivot point to a degree. Is that a fair characterization?
Yeah, we still remember 2013. I remember that. I mean, look, Caleb's a good coach. Portland's a great franchise. There are going to be many, many, many more good battles over the years. It's a top 3 rivalry for sure. I'm not going to brag or anything, but top 3 for sure.
Their fans have fueled this over the years, and you've had some fun moments down there. How key is that to have the 2 fan bases? I mean, obviously, the players got to take care of business on the field, but to have that passion from both fan bases like this.
Yeah, I would say that if I were to give a compliment to the Timbers Army, it would be that they are very passionate about their team. I mean, I might not agree with all the things they say or do or individuals within that group, but they certainly do have a passion for their team, which I respect that.
Was it always that way even when you were playing, or have they changed over the years?
Well, the Timbers Army wasn't around in the 80s when I had to travel down by bus and play reserve matches down there. They were around in the USL days, so yes, that was a true fact. They've been pretty ardent supporters for a long time.
What did you think the first time you saw someone climbing a pole and waving around a chainsaw? Did you ever at any of those games when they were doing that?
Other than Timber Jim?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Timber Jim.
Well, I don't like it. I can tell you that. I mean, that log and, his, whatever. We don't even know if he's a real lumberman or whether he's just a guy. So I'll do a little digging on that, and I'll get back to you.
He doesn't use chaps or safety glasses, so it's kind of weird.
Well, he should be.
So you guys got your championship rings today. Does that do anything to the players' mindset? I'm being serious about this. Just getting a reminder that they want to.
We tried to turn the page, actually. So everything that we've done up until this moment has been great, right? We've won a championship, everything, and we've had appearances and we've had some good press about the Sounders finally winning a championship, right? And all of that is great. They rewarded themselves last year for all the hard work that they did. They got rewarded today with the actual presentation with the rings, which was great because it was in front of all the office staff as well. So it was one organizational moment that was pretty special. And so now what we said after that is enjoy your ring, and then we're going to go back to work because we've got a big match coming up on Saturday.
Obviously, the U.S. Open Cup match against the Timbers was announced. Now you play them 3 times in 4 to 5 weeks. Are there any advantages or challenges to facing a team 3 times in a month?
It's never ideal, but that's just the way it is. We don't worry about things we can't control.
Could you say that maybe a big win against Portland can maybe be the turning point of this team into a better, stronger direction?
Well, you could say that, but I mean, I could say that about the RSL match. I could say that maybe if we get a big away win in Columbus. I mean, I could say that about a lot of matches. I think the overall play has been a little inconsistent, and we're just trying to find some consistency. Once we find some consistency, along the back line and some of the other pieces, some of the attacking movements that we worked on today, I know we're going to win games. I have confidence in that.
Because of the emotions and everything else involved, I mean, do rivalry games have that little extra potential to be a turning point and a momentum builder, though?
Yeah, you could say that. I know the guys are going to be up for it, for sure. They will be, up for that match. So in that sense, yeah, if that narrows their focus and they have a really strong performance, then good.
Any updates on Will Bruin's status?
He's a tough kid.
Ryan, you've been around this area for a long time. Cortez Kennedy passed today. I know it's somebody you probably watched growing up. Just any thoughts on that today?
It's sad. It's a sad story. Way too young. I mean, he was doing a good job on the defensive end for a long time. So that's someone that the city of Seattle will sorely miss. I think it's sad.
Portland's a very strong team, obviously. A lot of guys that are good with the ball, Larry, company.
Very good team.
How can you handle that? How do you contain those
Play
players?
good team defense. Good team defense. They are a good team. We're going to try and put on a good defensive performance, and then our attacking guys were pretty good as well.